Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. I shouldn't have probably even taken this on. One reason for that is you guys know that I love Lancome. So if Lancome wins this, you also know that I'm really honest. So if Lancome wins this, all right. I've used these two products off and on for years. And I feel like my whole face has benefited from doing that. So the claim is that this product here has at least 3 times, I mean, I've seen things that said 8 times, the amount of what makes it work, which is supposed to be the Bifida ferment lacetate. So in theory, it makes sense then, I guess, if I'm using this, same as I always have, and then I start using this on one side of my face is going to be like, what, 20? I'm going to look 20 if I use this product. And that's really desirable because this product is so much cheaper than this product. This one here has 1.69 fluid ounces and this one has 1. Then comes the eye cream. You get 1.01 fluid ounces of this, half an ounce of this. If you're part of the Fritzy family and you've been paying attention or even care, I mean, you may not even care, okay, but if you care, well, you know this already. You already know what side these things were placed on. And if you couldn't tell by whether or not one side of my face was getting better or worse, you probably certainly noticed that one side kept breaking out, and that would be this side. So, which sides were what? Well, this side here was Lancome. I never stopped using Lancome on the right side of my face. And this side, and I chose this side because I have a sunspot right there. And I figured that if this is supposed to help so much with UV damage and protecting my face, I'll put it on this side. I did do before and after footage. I don't think it really helps. And truthfully, this is why I was not going to do the video, is because of the before and after footage. In the last year, with your help, I've acquired new equipment. But when I was first using the equipment, I was still fumbling with lighting and lenses and getting everything right. And I think I'm pretty darn close to being there now. But because they were 2 different lenses, 2 different lightings setups. I mean, they were still these 3 lights, but the positioning of them and what they were on is different. And you can't tell. In fact, the new lens on the camera is so much better that I think the afters, I look worse than the befores. So I think that you can see why I think the footage is worthless. The before has so much less detail because of the lights being too high, and the lens is less quality than the after. Look at my pores. You can't even hardly see them on the left. So my decision is based on what I see in my 10 magnification mirror. This right here is the only thing that I think shows at all. I just think it probably would have been a better test if it was somebody who had never used either product before and they put Lancome on one side and Isntree on the other. And then you could measure out and see which one benefited the most. So instead of coming up before you and saying, Lancome wins, and it does for me. I'm going to leave it up to you because, you know, you're going to make this decision and you're going to do that, and it's probably not going to be off anything I say. Some of you will look at the Lancome products and go, there's fragrance in there, there's alcohol in there, and you're going to base that decision solely on that, even though there are so many people who you respect in this community on the issues of skincare who tell you what the denatured alcohol is doing in there and that it is not the devil. Fragrance, on the other hand, okay, I'll give you that one. But denatured alcohol in my Genifique matters 0 to me. I think you can tell a difference in my skin using this product. I wouldn't spend the amount of money that I do and do it for as long as I have if this product was turning me into an old hag. I just hoped that the Isntree would give it to me for less. Nothing's going to change my mind, particularly when this broke my face out the entire time I was using it. I feel like my skin is progressively looking better over the last month, and I haven't been using this at all. I finally put it together about the 3rd month. I'm like, okay, time to stop because it's only happening on this side of my face. And so I attribute it to this. I don't know what that ingredient is. I'm not a skincare nerd, so I don't look up ingredients. I just go by what I see. And for me, I'm sticking with Lancome. But you can make a totally different decision and I won't be mad at you. Not at all, because after all, it's your face and what you do with it, that's up to you. I know what works really well for my skin and I'm gonna stick with that. But let me show you the differences between them. The Isntree product I used every day, half a dropper on the left side of my face. The consistency of this is like water. It's clear, has no smell. And after 3 months of using a half a dropper of this is where it is. So this could probably last you a whole year, I bet. Because of the way Lancome does their packaging, if it's above the clear part, you won't see where you are. I can see because it's down to the clear part now. There is about this much product left in here. However, I've been using this for a month longer than I am using this because I stopped. Lancome's bottle is set to, when you twist it down, this thing here, it like pulls up the correct dose. So even though I'm using it on half of my face, I've got a full dose here. So I've tried to get a half of a pump out and use that on my face since one dropper goes for the entire face. As far as these eye creams go, let me show you the Isntree. It's a totally different formula and I don't like it. It's got a squeeze tube, which I do like that. I do wish Lancome would put theirs in a squeeze tube. But as you can see, the consistency here of this is like a thick balm. It's a little bit like if you were to take CeraVe healing ointment and put that under your eyes. That's kind of what this reminds me of, how it feels and in texture. I will be using this up on the backs of my hands at night, but I don't like this under my eyes at all. I feel like it doesn't penetrate, it just kind of sits there on the surface and doesn't do anything. The Genifique eye cream is in the pot, and like I said, there's been a month more of this being used, and I just take my finger and dab my fingers together and then I pat it in under my eyes. It feels like an eye cream, and it actually sinks in like an eye cream should. That was not what I experienced with this. I do think that the 3 months I was using this under my left eye, you could see that it didn't look as good because I don't think that this product was getting in there. You go back through my videos and you watch during that time frame, you can see that the underneath of my left eye gets worse. Marginally, but it is worse. And that's when I was like, oh no, I'm breaking out over here, and this side of my face stayed exactly the same as it always is. And now I know what this does because I have stopped using this. You know, when I run out, I have to wait until they have a sale again to get more. So I do know that when I stop using my Genifique products, my skin just doesn't look as good as when I am using them. Nevertheless, I know that a lot of you are really, really big into Korean skincare, and I hope you love your skincare regimen. I really do. I didn't spend 3 months of my life doing this so that I could bash the crap out of Isntree. That's not what I did it for. If this works for you, great, hallelujah, you got yourself a really affordable system that works. I did it to see if possibly can I get the same thing from this, because it's so much less. That would be great. Unfortunately, not what the results found for me, so I will continue with this. Anyway, below I will try to link others in the community that I know are highly respected for their opinions on skincare and ingredients, and put that down there for you as well. I hope that you guys always know and remember that you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and if you're not having a blessed day, just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
One reason would because... What? One reason because... One reason what? Because... What did I say? Didn't I say something stupid? Like, that's new. I should just leave. On an airplane. And don't know if I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Anyway, back a while. Exit stage left. That's where my brain went. Right over there. Ow. Gosh darn it. Excuse me, Mr. Dog. calling Mr. Dog. Silence, please. But one of these products is not like the other. One of these products is kind of the same. But if you take this product and you don't even say that. So if that's true, that means that this side, whichever face you put that on, Two-Face. The Genifique ice cream. Genifique ice cream. That's so good. Expansive too. I was using this. Ow! Darn it! Why'd you do that? That hurt. Hope that you love what you do in your skincare, in your skincare. I hope you love what you do in your skincare. And I hope you love what you do in your skincare. I hope that you guys always know and remember that I love Lancome. I don't want to pay that price either.